guys, welcome back for another ATR headquarters shop update. So the last video, if you saw it, we got these awesome new awnings up here. We got everything shuffled and cleaned up and ready for the floors to be polished, which that started to happen already over there on that room. And then in the back here, we got the big doors hung up. We got this giganto door for Mr. Forky, the forklift hung up. So we've made good progress. We are getting ready to leave for Stowe, Ohio to go to the Mickey Thompson and Goodyear headquarters with the Mickey Thompson team. So that's very exciting next week. But for now, Nick and I have our strict schedule on the calendar. And we have to get the drywall done up here before we leave. Plus some other stuff I'm gonna add to the list. Hang on, what'd you say?
What are you adding to the list? Our list has no room for additions.
Well, I was just thinking. Maybe we could put,
We? Are we French now? We?
we could put the back room baseboards down.
When?
Sometime.
No.
Maybe I could do it.
No, you got drywall to do.
You got drywall to do.
We got drywall to do.
Oh, are you French now?
When I'm working here, I am French. It is a we situation.
Okay, whatever. Anyway, so we're working in this chaotic mess right now because we have to move everything from out there, like I said already, to up here. So it's a disaster. But the goal for this video is we're going to get these windows framed in, door framed in, that section right up there framed in, a wall built right here, and that window framed in. So we have to have this done before we leave for Ohio because I have our drywall friend Brian lined up to come finish that out while we're gone, and then they'll also be finishing up the floors while we're gone. So that way when we come back, we have plenty of stuff to do. Mika has decided to come to work today. She loves being at work. Mom just dropped her off a minute ago. She's got a lot of words. Anyways, so that's it. So I have to go back to work before Nick fights me. Not literally. You two people take that and run with it. It's a joke. So if you noticed, behind me, the wall that had no drywall has drywall now. We did not record because this was a late night project. Very late night. But let me show you what's going on. Hi, Nikki Bobby.
Hey.
How you feeling?
Been a lot of late nights.
A lot of late nights, but so yesterday we got this all done. So we got that wall built and got the drywall done. So that door is ready for mud, that window, this wall, that window. So the only thing left on our to-do list before we leave for Mickey Thompson testing is this wall right here. So I was just watching Nick's laser and he got all these 2x4s laid out. So we're gonna start on that. And then Dad is at the shop currently over there getting the 55 ready, thankfully. I spent yesterday down there working on some pretty cool stuff. And today we are getting this done. So we have to get this done before we leave for testing. It's currently 2:30-ish, 3:30, and we have to get this done. And the trailer's not packed yet. So Dad said he was gonna pack most of it and then I'll go over. But we'll get this wall stood up, have a way to tie it up to the purlins. We can talk about that when we get there. And then what else? Oh, we gotta cut in outlets and get the drywall on. So that means next week, while we're gone to test, this floor will, for the most part, be sanded and polished, and then this room will be drywalled. So that's really good progress. Really good progress. How do you feel about this progress? The shop has come a long way in the past, 2 weeks.
Yeah, we're making really good progress. I don't really remember the last 2 weeks. Still a blur between working during the day and working here at night and the weekends.
2 jobs.
But there's a lot there's a lot of visual progress now, so
Finally. Yeah.
it's gonna be awesome.
True. But this whole area in here is an absolute disaster.
It has to be that way though.
I know. I don't know how I have so much stuff in my shop, but most of it is construction stuff, honestly. There's a lot of construction stuff. Okay, back to work. And we have a wall.
If I didn't have this wall hold me up, I'd probably fall down.
Okay, Nick's ready to go. So it's 1 a.m. and we're leaving tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. to go test with Mickey Thompson.
This morning.
Yeah, this morning. But our goal this week was to have all this drywall done where Brian can come in and mud tomorrow. So we had to get this wall built. Not only was it framing it, it was running electric, it was putting in insulation, and it was drywalling, which is, I mean, that's a 27-foot wall by 10 foot tall.
Yeah.
Okay.
My back hurts.
Yeah, he carried a lot of this. So I think the shop is in a decent spot to leave for other people to do floor. Overall, I think we met all of our goals for this week. And it's technically only Saturday. Well, actually, it's Sunday. I can't say that. So I think that's a success. Okay, today is another one of those days where I just continue to do something that I don't know how to do, but I'm gonna figure it out. So the shop, the floors are officially polished. I've got the cars back in their spots. It just looks so good. Like standing right here, I'm just like, it's coming to fruition. I'll have to show you the back. I've done so much back there. We've got all the new furniture, everything's in. So I'd say about 6,000 of the 8,000 square foot are pretty much done. So I'll show you that in just a minute. But we're moving to the non-fun part. Let me show you. Today is insulation day. So we are currently in the front room, and as you see, all the drywall, all the mud, everything did get done. So the next steps for up here, this is our room we have to tackle now, is the ceiling has to get painted, the walls have to get painted because the floor is coming in about a week and a half. So I have to have everything painted by then. The hold up to that though is that these lights need to all be down so we can put the can lights up, or get the can lights up so we can take those down. Nick already did this room. So this room is already done. It's got 3 rows of can lights. So it's got 21 can lights in here, which is casting a real bad shadow or glare right now. But 3 rows, 7 in each row. So we got the holes drilled, got them wired, got the other lights down. And basically they're gonna hang until we paint the ceiling, and then we'll pop them up there as soon as that's painted. So I'll probably paint this before the rest is done. I'm going through and figuring out how to cut ceiling tiles, trying to figure this grid out because the grid's kind of confusing, and I'm sure it's not actually confusing. It's just I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, so today I am putting up tiles and working on drilling holes, as you can see up there. So I'm trying to get all these holes drilled and get some of these hung up so that way when Nick comes he can just wire them. But I hate insulation. I really do. It's just nasty. And there's so much of it. Like all of that, I don't know where it goes in the ceiling, but all that has to go back in the ceiling. Nick took it out. I'm probably gonna let him figure out where he put it. I wish that pile could just disappear. It's so gross. I am wearing a mask, but it's in my eyes. It's like I get to pick. Do I want to see? Because like I wear glasses and a mask, they fog up, I can't see. So I don't know. Anyways, 2 down, and I think I've got 75 to go because I think there's 77 lights in this room. Super fun. So anyways, stay tuned. Just figure it out as we go. Got the ceiling all painted the other night. I let it dry for a day, went through sweeping some this morning, got some of the dry fall knocked down. You can kind of see some splotches of unevenness, like shiny versus flat up there, but overall I'd say it did better than I expected, or I was worried that it might do. I was worried with the way that material is that it might absorb a lot. Like this one you can see is really shiny compared to that. It picks up shinier in camera than it does in person. I think that's where we went back and did a second spray on it. But once the lights are in the ceiling like that, I did the first row, I don't think it's showing up nearly as bad. So I think it's gonna be okay. The one thing I don't like is that I have to be really careful that white line is from pushing up because I couldn't get that light in, but I think I got it figured out and I can just go back and touch that one up, but I just gotta be careful. But overall, I think it looks great. Looks awesome. So get the rest of these lights put up. Nick's gonna come wire the ones that are on the lift. He'll come finish those today. And then my other ones deliver on Monday, so in a couple days, so we can go through and put those up. But they're gonna come tomorrow and start leveling the floor while I paint the walls. So I've got about 3 days to get the walls primed and painted, but I think that's very doable. So I'm gonna try to get the lights up and get the primer coat on today. And then that way, Sunday I can paint. Today's not Friday, but we're gonna try to do something for our friend's birthday on Saturday. So yeah, anyways, I think it looks good. All right, party people, we have progress. And I can say last night I bought, I think, the last stuff I need to for my shop for this phase of construction, meaning the major redo where we have the end in sight. So I bought my last bit of baseboard. I'll show it to you. And I am putting up trim today, and then all my floors are done. Look at them. So they will be a little bit hard to keep clean because they are black. But I'm gonna get one of the Shark vacuum mop deals and let it just do its thing. Just let it work. It can clean every day. It'll be great. So that's my plan. But I love it. The floors look great. The outside floors look great. We have progress. We're doing really good, and we are on schedule. So I'm very excited about that. Let me show you what we got going on. All right, so I have this upper trim. It's not a true crown molding. I just needed something that, because over here, the way the ceiling was done, or I should say the wall was done. The ceiling was already up here, so when they built the wall, they built it right up to the edge of the ceiling grid. So you couldn't stick the drywall behind it because the studs go all the way up to it. So it's a very unfinished edge up here. Same with this because that's a wall we just built. So I needed something to finish it off and clean it up. So I decided to do this trim piece up here. It's painted the same color as the wall, so it's not super noticeable. I already painted them all. And I'm going through and hanging them up today. So this is the baseboard that I bought last night. I got my last door. This will be painted black. I got this at Home Outlet, which is, I didn't know, it's new to us, but I guess it's actually a chain. I thought it was just discount type stuff, and it is on sale. But anyways, this same exact baseboard, I was gonna buy it at Lowe's. I found it. It was, with tax and all, it was like $375, $380, somewhere in there, dollars more for the whole room to buy it from Lowe's than to buy it from this other place. And it's the exact same thing. These are 16-foot boards. So I bought those last night. I gotta paint those after I get this upper hung. So, oh, and I got my last door because I already bought a door for this. And I went to put it in and I was like, it's we framed too big. Well, no, I bought the wrong door. I bought it I saw last night when I picked this out, they were just, I must have, the row of the 36 and the 34 inch, they were side by side. So I almost did it again last night. So I must have just accidentally grabbed it. But yeah, so I got 2 coats of wall paint on all my trim. Dad helped me get my miter box jig set up today. So I got little stops here. So what I'm doing, because this wall is, all these walls except for this one and this one are metal studs. So I know I could screw into the studs and all that good stuff with actual screws, but that would be a lot more to fill. So what I'm doing is taking a bead of liquid nails behind that, and then this is what I'm trying to get to, this bad boy. So I was like, well, with all my savings from my baseboard, I could buy a tool. So just checking my battery. This is my new 15 gauge nail gun from Milwaukee. I bought it last night, and according to girl math, because I saved so much on baseboard, it was basically free. Actually, it cost me $50 more, but that was with the nails and everything. So this thing's so freaking nice. It's got this mode. I haven't tried this mode. I think that means it shoots more rapidly. You just turn it on and you can select the mode. I've been nailing, did a bunch last night, and it hasn't hurt the battery. Dad thinks that it's got some kind of little compressor in there. You just put it up, pull the trigger. It works really good. I know it's just like any other nail gun. You're probably like, duh, stupid, that's how they work. It's got this right here to set the depth of how deep you want to shoot it, but it's so nice. And Dad was over here earlier helping me figure it out, so was Mom, but he's trying to help me figure out how to do it because he's cleaning his shop. So he's like, you have to figure out how to do it by yourself. So we got a method figured out. And I got a system of 3 ladders here, and I'm just walking across. You'll see, I'll put it on time lapse. But my goal today is to get this room, the uppers all the way trimmed out, and then that way tomorrow I can paint the baseboard out there and then come back and fill the holes that I've nailed and the butt joints and like fill those and then paint those tomorrow as well. So that's my goal. But I've also gone through and caulked all these windows, made a lot of progress. I haven't showed you guys all of it because right now we're in hustle time and I just want to get this done. That's why we skipped drag week. I just see the end in sight, and Dad's progress is making so much, Dad's shop is making so much progress. I know you guys didn't sign up for HGTV here. You didn't sign up to see home improvement, but I promise when this shop is done, it is going to make actual car stuff and content so much better. It's gonna, I am getting excited again because I can see the end of these projects. And I'm not gonna be totally done because this wall, I want to brick. Hang on, I want to brick this wall, and I have a bar that I want to build over here that I've told you guys about. And so when I say it's done, I don't mean it's all the way done, but I finally have a box that I can start to build out of and create, and that's the exciting part. So I just got one more piece of trim that's got to go here. This is the black trim. All the small passage doors got it the other day. Our friend Ray Parsons, who also lets me borrow his Skylift, and he's been letting Dad borrow some equipment over there. He's great. He had his crew trim that out. He ordered the metal for me and trimmed that out. So anyways, I gotta stop talking. Nick's out there digging, and I gotta get back to trim work. I can say that this is the last, actually building a car, the last little bit, the finishing details that really set it off. The last 10% takes the longest. I feel like that's where we're at almost. I mean, drywall definitely took longer, but you know what I'm saying? The little details, you got to be very diligent about figuring it out, or staying consistent with it, because I have a lot of touch-up paint to do and things like that just to make it nice, but we're getting there. Oh, and another big thing is Nick and Maddie and Move stayed last night, and I had to go get the baseboard and stuff, but my mini splits are up and running. So the whole shop is air conditioned now. Air conditioned and heated. It's temperature controlled. That's fancy. That's really fancy. Okay, back to trim. Okay, tree stumps are dug up, ground is getting replaced. Eventually I've decided what I'd like to do is build a retaining wall here and then make a flat area and then put a nice shed right here. So that way I actually have a place to store stuff that I don't want inside, like wood, metal, things like that. So that's my next plan. All right, I think we're about a week away probably from having this to the done point that I want to call done for now, until we get past the wedding and get some car projects knocked out. Because my first project in here is my 2011 Camaro. We'll get into that later, but it's got to be done soon. So anyways, we're about a week away. And yesterday, while Nick was doing dirt work, I finished putting up the upper trim. I am so proud of myself. Truly. Dad helped me figure out a program to do it, but I hung all of this upper trim, and this room plus that room is about 2,000 square foot ish, right around there. So I know that's not linear feet, but it's a big room is my point. And I hung and I cut and I mitered all the corners and all the angles, and I think that's coping. I think that's what it's called. When you do the joints like that, where they overlap, so that way in case it's not the same height, that the butt joint doesn't look bad. Anyways, yeah, I'm really proud of myself. And then, so I got that done, and I just got to go back. It's already painted because that's going to be the color of the upper wall. That's going to be the color of the wall. So the upper is going to be the color of the wall, and then the lower is going to be painted black. So I just got to go back, wood putty the holes, and then touch up that paint, and I got to caulk it. And then let me show what I did after that. I'm feeling good. My last door last night. So I'm also very proud of this because I have learned, because Dad, as you remember, Nick's Uncle Jeff hung the rest of my doors, the rest of the small doors. Dad hung these big ones, but while we were putting these in, I learned how to hang a door properly. Because you want to be able to put it in any spot and it not fall open. And look at that. It's not falling. I can put it in any position and it stays because it's plumb, it's level, it's great. I'm very excited. I told Meg last night, she stopped by, and I was like, Dad is going to be so proud of me. The only thing is right here, it opens just a slight little bit, but I think that's because it bounces. So my only thing, and I don't even know why I'm showing you guys this, the only thing I don't like is see how that upper corner sticks out. I mean, like, it's a smidge, but once it's got trim on, you won't really notice. But I had to make a compromise, and that was my compromise. So anyways, last door is in. I am working on trimming the last door today. Yesterday, I cut this trim all by myself. I did do that. Hang on. Okay, look. I trimmed this door out. I did the corners. Mitered it. And yeah. So I'm about to fall. I'm really proud of that. It's a lot of skills here I've learned. So I didn't even waste anything. Didn't mess up. So I gotta caulk that as well today and fill those holes, and then I can paint that. Let me get this trimmed out first. So anyways, we're doing really good. And something I noticed, one problem we have, and if you guys have metal buildings, you'll understand, when it's pouring down rain, it's hard to talk out in those, like out there, because it's so loud. Today, it's not raining that heavy right now, but it was raining really heavy earlier, and I was in here and closed the door, and I couldn't hear anything. So this insulated wall is working great. It's all going great. It's a good day. So get this trim finished out, and then get painting on some more trim, and yeah, it's looking good. All right, I think the last time I showed you guys an update was when I was putting this upper trim up, and we've come a long way since then, but I'm on a timeline, and I'm trying to get it done. So let me show you what we got done. I am so proud of my trim work, truly. Like, I'm actually very happy with it. So I painted it the same color as the wall, so that way, because we just wanted it for a nice clean edge. So I went through and did all the fixing of all the holes. Like right there's a joint, you can't really see it. I went through and patched all that. Then after I did all that, I went back and sealed it on the bottom, so it's nice and crispy. Looks good. And then on the base board, also really proud of that. So this is the part that you guys didn't see. So I did 3 coats of black paint on this, and then like just painted it on that, and then I cut it all, and then what else? So after I nailed it up with my Milwaukee gun, went back and patched all those holes, patched all the seams, like right there's a seam. And then Nick was here the other day and he helped me, went a lot faster. We taped a nice straight tape line on the top and on the bottom, and then seam sealed that, or caulked it, whatever. So that's a nice, crispy, straight line. That one's kind of dirty, but like over there. And then I did, before I pulled the tape, I also did a fresh coat of paint on that, just so that way it was all the same color. I gotta paint that door. That's coming up next. And then in here, these 2 rooms just trimmed out today. So got this room all trimmed out. So this is what it looks like before, where it's got all the patches. So it's got all the patchwork here. And then all of the trim is in here. I forgot to buy door trim, so I gotta do that tomorrow. But I will get all of this sanded, painted, and caulked tomorrow. We got this door up as well, which I don't even know if I showed you that. So put that door up, got the lock on it, got it painted, got it trimmed out. It's looking so good. So I believe the next shop update you guys are gonna see is it being finished. Like the next video, we will be completing it again to the point that I am okay with for now. There's still stuff I wanna do, like obviously it's not furnished, it's not decorated, but as far as like a nice base shell, it will be done in the next video. So stay tuned for that. But I feel like this is a pretty good wrap up. It's currently, what day is it? September 28th. So I was shooting to have it done by like the 24th, so we're a few days over. But Donut Media will be renting my shop at the end of this week for a day or two. Or they're renting it for a day, and I'm going to the drag strip for a day with them. So I got to get this done, and then I got to get on my Camaro project, and then it's full wedding planning, because that's coming up this month. So thank you guys for staying tuned on these shop projects. I know you're probably ready for the construction to be done, but it's going to be so worth it. So as always, thank you guys for watching. Be happy, go fast, and stay pretty. I will see you guys next time.